Here in the nation's capital, Kevin McAlpin with 680 The Fan and the Atlanta Braves Radio Network, getting you set for the Braves and the Nationals. It's game one of a three-game series, and it comes your way tonight at 7:05 p.m. Eastern, right here on 680 The Fan and the Braves Radio Network. Braves are 4.5 games up in the National League East standings as they enter play tonight, 44-31. Nationals enter 2 games below 500. They're 36-38, playing some pretty good baseball here lately. They are 7.5 games back of the Braves in third place in the National League East standings, coming off a sweep in a rain-shortened series against the Phillies. They have had some long nights here this week, but the good news is, as you see behind me, sunny skies, and it sounds like dry conditions for the Braves and the Nationals here this weekend. It's the third of 19 head-to-head meetings between the Braves and the Nationals here tonight. Of course, Washington took the first 2 games overall back in Atlanta on May the 28th and the 29th. Braves, though, enter play here tonight. They've won 10 of their last 19 games in the nation's capital, outscoring the home team 107-84. That's coming off a stretch between 2014 and 2016 where they'd won just 2 out of 30 games. This place had been a house of horrors for the Braves historically, but the good news, they've turned things around here of late, and they played really good baseball here lately, coming off an 8-2 homestand, their first 8-2 homestand in Atlanta since 2012. So establishing some momentum at home, certainly nice to see. They swept the Pirates in 4 and took 2 out of 3 from both the Phillies and the New York Mets. So they are riding high. They had the day off yesterday, and now you hit the ground running. No days off between now and the All-Star break. So a good stretch here, and again, the first of a 10-game road trip here in D.C., 3 in Washington, 4 at Wrigley Field against the Cubs, Monday through Thursday, and then next weekend the Braves will be in the Big Apple. But first things first, Dallas Keuchel making his Braves debut here tonight. Of course, Keuchel making a couple of appearances in the Braves minor league system, gave up 3 earned runs in 14 innings pitched, and said he felt good. The good news is he's been able to get up and down 7 times, 7 innings in both of those appearances, 1 at Single-A Rome and 1 at Double-A Mississippi. And folks I talked to that watched Dallas Keuchel pitch in that last outing over the weekend said his stuff looked really, really good. Curveball was sharp, 2-seam fastball was really good as well. So of course, Dallas Keuchel ready to go. He's gassed up, and from what I'm told, no restrictions for Dallas Keuchel when he takes the mound here tonight. I would expect he'd be good to go to 100 pitches, or maybe even more. I think Snit and Keuchel and McCann will have a very open dialogue, and they won't push him. But if he's going well, if there's not a lot of stress-free innings, I think the Braves will ride their new veteran left-hander. Of course, Keuchel, the 31-year-old, last season, spent the first 7 seasons of his career with the Houston Astros. Last year, he put up a .374 earned run average in 34 starts, and he becomes the first former Cy Young Award winner since R.A. Dickey and Bartolo Colon to pitch for the Braves back in 2017, and he's the first mid-season acquisition for the Braves of a former Cy Young Award winner since back in 1992 when the Braves traded for Mark Davis from the Kansas City Royals. But again, reunited with Brian McCann, really excited to be here in Atlanta, playing for a first-place team. And make sure you tune in to the Ford Leadoff Show here tonight on the Braves Radio Network. I had an exclusive opportunity to sit down with Dallas Keuchel and talk to him about what this journey back to the big leagues has been like and how excited he is to get back on the mound in a big league game here tonight in Washington. That video will also be available right here on 680thefan.com and all of our social media outlets, so stay tuned. Make sure you are following at 680thefan on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Instagram for our exclusive sit-down with Dallas Keuchel as he makes his Braves debut here tonight. He'll be facing another veteran, Steven Strasburg, taking the mound. Of course, the Braves saw Strasburg in that series back in Atlanta. He struck out 11 over 7 innings worth of work for his career. He's got an ERA just north of 4 and a 12-11 overall record against the Braves. But here in Washington, just 5-7 with a .418 earned run average at Nationals Park against the Braves. So should be a good one here tonight. The Braves and the Nationals, game 3 of 19 head-to-head meetings. These two teams are going to see a ton of each other in the second half of the year, and that's what you love. You love those interdivision rivals, especially in August and September with all the pennant race on the line. So again, should be a good matchup here tonight. Keuchel's Braves debut, and again, 680 The Fan on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for my exclusive sit-down with Dallas Keuchel. You can see that in just a couple of hours, and of course, first pitch coming your way on The Fan and the Braves Radio Network a little after 7:05 p.m. Eastern.